Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video where today I'm going to tell you how to easily switch between your Joby Gorilla Tripod, your 3-axis gimbal and a Peak Design capture mount. Now, I know this video isn't going to be for everybody, but for people who are quite like me and do a lot of traveling, a lot of filmmaking, have a lot of equipment, you want to streamline and uniform everything so that it all works together, this video is definitely for you, and hopefully you will find it useful. Hopefully. So I use the Joby Gorilla Tripod and a 3-axis stabilizing gimbal pretty much all the time when I'm traveling and doing all of my filmmaking, and lately I keep seeing more and more people use the Peak Design capture mount, so I picked one of these up myself. This little device fastens to your belt or your backpack strap to quickly, easily and securely place your camera inside to go hands-free. The Joby Gorilla Tripods are so popular and perfect for vlogging and traveling to easily switch between filming yourself and placing the camera in different situations. And I don't need to go into any detail about the gimbal, we all know that they just make beautiful cinematic shots. So using different bits of equipment is obviously great, but I was kind of finding it a little bit frustrating and slow and just annoying that one device has a different way to attach the camera to it than a different device, which is different to another device. Nothing's streamlined, nothing's universal, and I basically wanted to find something which was way more efficient to easily switch between everything with one base plate. So I decided to go for the Arca Swiss base plates, which is actually what the Peak Design capture mount is actually based around. But there still is a slight issue with using the Arca Swiss base plates, so let me explain. The Peak Design capture is designed to take an Arca Swiss base plate, but it only accepts their own version. So if you already have an Arca Swiss base plate, it probably won't actually fit past the locking mechanism. Peak Design's own Arca Swiss base plate has a groove cutout which allows the base plate to fit past the locking mechanism to securely lock in place. And that basically means that Peak Design's Arca Swiss plate fits universally on tripods and adapters and stuff, but the universal Arca Swiss plate doesn't actually fit onto Peak Designs because it doesn't have that groove cut out. Now this is kind of annoying if you already have the Arca Swiss base plates on other tripods, that it doesn't fit onto the Peak Design capture mount, but I do kind of understand why Peak Design have done this to add that locking mechanism on it, because obviously when we're locking our cameras onto this, there's a lot of pressure on that, and Peak Design don't want a universal, maybe a cheap knockoff version clicking onto their device to potentially fall off and break your camera. You don't want that, so having the locking mechanism is a very, very good thing. It's just annoying that it's Arca Swiss, but only their version of the Arca Swiss base plate. Now moving on to the Joby Tripod, I use the 3K version, not the 5K version, what this is over here. Now there are three main reasons. One, it's smaller, 2, it's lighter, and 3, it's quite a lot cheaper than the 5K version. But again, there's an issue. The 3K Joby has its own version of a base plate which fits to the camera, and as you can see, it's not the same as the Arca Swiss base plate, so this won't fit into the Peak Design capture mount. However, the 5K Joby Tripod actually has an Arca Swiss mount attached, which is great, but it doesn't actually fit into the Peak Design capture mount as it doesn't have that groove cut out. We can use the base plate that comes with the Peak Design capture on the 5K Joby Tripod, so if you use the 5K Joby Tripod, that's it, you're done. But I personally think that the 5K Joby Tripod is a little bit overkill for my needs and my GH5, and like I said, it's too big, it's too heavy and is too expensive. I want to carry on using the 3K version, but obviously it doesn't have that Arca Swiss base plate to fit the Peak Design capture mount to it. But I found a cheap workaround, and I went on Amazon and I picked one of these up for £8.99, which is the Arca Swiss tripod mount, which I can quickly and easily fasten to the top of my Joby Tripod. And then all I have to do is use the Joby Tripod's base plate and put it on top of the Arca Swiss style base plate adapter. That then fits on top of my Joby Tripod. The Peak Design's Arca Swiss style base plate then slides on top of my Joby Tripod, and I can do some vlogging, I can go and do some filming, put this anywhere, and then I can just undo this, and then this same base plate with the camera attached will then fit onto my Peak Designs capture mount, which will be on my backpack. And I thought this was such an easy and quick, efficient way of working that the camera can just go between these devices. I thought it was so good, and that this little adapter was so cheap at £8.99 that I bought another one, which I fastened to my 3-axis stabilizing gimbal. So my camera with that one base plate attached, it can go from that onto here and onto my Peak Design capture mount without having to spend time undoing the base plate and putting it onto here and then undoing that and putting it onto here. I just think that this is such a quick and easy and efficient way of working. Now I know I've been rambling quite a lot, and I hope that I haven't made this video too complicated, but I wanted to go into a little bit of detail of why things work and why things don't work and my workaround. And basically at the end of the day, the £8.99 adapter I bought off of Amazon seems to be like the best thing I bought, because it takes the Peak Design style of the Arca Swiss style base plate. I'm getting so confused with all these different variations. This fits onto there, and then that was so good and cheap that I put it onto my gimbal, so I can just quickly and easily switch my camera between all my bits of equipment without being slowed down and having to undo the base plates and redo another base plate for something else. It's uniform and streamlined everything, and I really hope you guys have found that interesting and informative. And I should probably say that I've not being paid by any of these companies or anything. I bought all of this stuff off of Amazon myself, and if you're interested in buying any of these things, especially the little adapter or the Peak Design capture mount right here, I will link them all in the description down below. You can click over onto Amazon and pick up these things yourself, so you can uniform everything and not get frustrated and annoyed that you have to undo base plates and stuff. But anyway, that's enough from me. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a big fat thumbs up. It really does make a huge difference to me. And hit that subscribe button and that little bell to be notified when my next videos go live. And why don't you comment down below right now and let me know how many times I said Arca style Swiss base plate. I bet it's like well over 100 in this video. But anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep on creating.